Hello lords and ladies. Today I am going to share with you how to check whether potential target is easy to be soloed or maybe you should back off and call your allies to help you. First option is as follows. On the bottom, click icon, more, then, rankings, and go to the personal score ranking. Here you can view all the active and inactive players that are present in your kingdom. The main idea is to check what is your score and how you look against other. The more score difference you have, the more likely you are to win with a solo attack. Please note not all scores are equal. A player with maxed commanders and good formation can still have relatively low score. Since the score is taking all available commanders, weapons and other collectibles, you have to get other information from the enemies. Next we are going to check how to determine what commanders our enemies are using, what are their equipment and what potential formation they use. Let's take number 3 on the personal score ranking, player Shiro 25. As we click the magnifying glass icon, we directly go to the player's overview. This view sometimes is enough to determine whether player is ready to fight, having PvP gear on and proper lord, or whether he is in his farming gear and more PvE-oriented lord, like Jean or Enzo that are good for doing rebel leaders. As we can see, our target is using Rhea and mostly infantry gear, so we can already assume that he is an infantry main and we can bring our cavalry to counter it. In the details section, the main statistics that I would recommend checking is victory rate and enemy soldiers eliminated and total victories, both in attack and defense. This is mostly omitted by high-end players, but for new players, it can help determine whether it could be a trap account, low attack victories, big defense victories, or simply how many % of the fights the player is winning. It's more an addition, so you can choose whether to check them or not. In the army profile, you can check how high are the troop skins of a potential target. Here we can see our example is smart and is not showing any, so enemies have to guess. We will check our next target to see if he is less prepared. Bingo! GOTWIC here is presenting all his highest skins, which shows us that he is on the way but not really there. This sometimes can be make it or break it for newer players, so check it when you can. GOTWIC also shows us that he is in farm gear as we explained before, and if he was unbubbled, he will have hard time. Secondly, I am going to show you how to determine whether enemies have good setups for their infantry, spearmen and cavalry troops, bleed, weakness or female respectively, or whether they just have certain commanders. You are going to click Search icon on the left and then World Map. Next step is to click Ranking icon on the bottom left. Here you can see all information regarding who is the best at killing rebel groups. To determine the enemy formation, simply choose one of the 3 types of rebel groups and find the player you want to check. You will be able to check what formation they have used to conquer the rebel group of the respective type. Remember to check all 3 types, because sometimes someone who is spearman heavy might not really bother to kill other than cavalry rebel groups, but will give you good overall information regarding players' available formations. As we check our previous example, GOTWIC's lineup consists of Enzo, Seg, Merrill, Rob, Stark and Lena. Most of them are 4-star, but not all, so we can assume he is mostly focusing on cavalry commanders. He did not use any top commanders, so we can also determine that he probably doesn't have them. We also see that all his troops were tier 4, which means he doesn't have tier 5 troops trained yet. We can take another example with Spirit Warrior, and we can see his commanders are all awakened to 4-star, but again, no top commanders for cavalry setup. We can check his infantry setup as well and spearmen while we are here. We can see that his spearman commanders and formation looks decent, and it's probably his main troop type. Lastly, if you found someone on the world map and you need to check whether he is a good target, simply click his castle and check stats like merit or power. If the player has high amount of merit, it might be indication that he is not running from a good fight. Keep in mind, some players like to farm merits with their alt accounts, so it's not always main factor. One thing left to point out, if you are scared that some of the alliance members might be stronger than you and you are scared that they will smash you while you are having fun, click on the alliance icon and check the list of the players. If there are players that you see here but not on the personal score list, It means they are not on this kingdom currently and cannot fight you unless they want to use translocation scrolls and switch kingdoms. Additional information regarding players, but not always from the kingdom that you are currently on. While you play the game, you can participate in the cross-server events like Ultimate Tournament and Fiery Crystal Mine. In the first one, you can fight enemies and simply take screenshot of their formations and commanders and save it for later. I am returning player and did not participate, so I cannot see anything. In the Fiery Crystal Mine, while it's open, you can attack players from your kingdom or kingdoms that are close to you and scout them without worrying of losing bubble or troops. Casualties in the Fiery Crystal Mine are lessened, so scout ahead. That's it for today. I hope this video will help you choose your fights and save you from oopsie attacks. If you liked this video, make sure to follow me, subscribe and like the video. You can leave a comment as well. If you didn't like it, leave a comment as well. More videos in the future. Soon I will be covering other events as well, so stick around. Bubble Gaming out.